Your main man, Dr. J Life, in the business of saving lives, also known as Dame Dash. Trenton makes the world takes Dame Dash, father of Dame Dash Jr. So, the Harlem world, Rock Nation Dame Dash. Harlem world, Rock Nation Dame Dash put out a challenge in hip hop recently. And this challenge to hip hop was a business challenge, business vertical challenge. Because of plug and the connection that 50 Cent had with the Super Bowl and with Jay-Z and with Jay-Z and Rock Nation now being the entertainment provider for the Super Bowl because of the connections between 50 Cent and Jay-Z and Rock Nation. And then 50 Cent having his connection with Showtime and other studios for producing content in the industry. And then 50 Cent made a comment about Dame Dash being broke. And so when 50 Cent made the comment about Dame Dash being broke, and then Dame Dash is like, you getting the welfare hookup from your industry connects with this hand me down from Jay-Z and the NFL. So Dame Dash said, I want to challenge you. I don't know beef. I don't know no losing your life. I want to challenge any of y'all. Since you want to say that I'm broke, let's have a CEO business verticals challenge. 50 Cent. Since you want to speak on my pockets as from a grown man to another grown man, but I'm not getting no handouts and no welfare. And so to Dame Dash, you down here in Winter Haven, and at the height of 50 Cent's career, right here in the heart of Central Florida, the bravest heart of Central Florida is where my headquarters is. Haines City High School. I've been coaching boys and girls basketball on the highest levels in Orange County, Orlando, Florida. Some of the greats to come out of the Florida, like Chris Johnson, running back Chris Johnson, fastest man in the NFL, Orange County, Florida, Jones High School. All of my shorties in my program break the cycle. It's in the pipeline from Memorial Middle School to Jones High School and was working out and training in my coaching program that we relaunched here this summer called the FCCA, Florida Christian Athletic Conference. Florida Christian Athletic Conference. We changed to the Florida Cornerstone Athletic, the Florida Cornerstone Abundant Life Competition 2.0. So when you talk about business vertical, you talk about media and content. Here in Central Florida, there's a university called Full Sail University. And in '05, I had 50 Cent's artist, Spider Lope. At the same time, when Spider Lope dropped on Madden '06 and won the 2006 EA Sports video game, EA Sports and Nickelodeon Video Game Music Award for its tracks on the Madden 2006 video game. It's my people's. It was my people's. Dame Dash. You want a video challenge? You want a CEO business challenge? In '05 and '06, while 50 Cent was just albums and a record, we had already positioned and taken his artists and moved into the video game world. We was designing video games, designing websites, show production. These are all receipts. These are all receipts. So in '06, after the Video Game Music Award, we reach out to 50 Cent. We like, yo, we got $200,000. We want to give you $200,000 and we're going to put my man Spider Lope as we're going to let you be the headliner at the Amway Arena in Orlando, Florida, 200 grand. And my main man Spider is the only undercard. Verbally, 50 Cent agreed. Then when we put down the bread, he sabotaged the whole concert. So then the the guys down in Gina 6, it's the little fight in the school in Louisiana, and they lock up the black boys. So around the same time we was trying to promote that original concert, the Gina 6 joint happened. So we took our media off of the concert for 50. We put it on what was going on in the Gina 6, and the whole city got behind it. So we go down and we shoot a documentary around the release of the boys from jail. We shoot the documentary. We got Tyler Perry in it, and we got the whole country down there in Gina 6. We go down to Huntsville, Alabama, where our university, Oakwood University, is at, and we go to Alabama A&M, and we shoot footage at Alabama A&M, and we get Alabama A&M's take on what they feel about what happened to the Gina 6. Hello? Yes. Yeah, I am. All right. Oh, are you already over there? Yeah, I am. All right. Like, bye-bye. So it's not gonna be long. Long story short, um, business vertical challenge, receipts. All right. So you switch from 50 Cent to bringing in 50 Cent's artists. I go out to the Staples Center. I go out to the MTV Music Awards. The same year, Busta Rhymes had just dropped that Big Bang Theory album. I see my girl Tiffany Palmer, who's singing background for Mary J. at the same event. The whole the whole crew is out there. Eminem, the whole this is at the height of the G Unit, everything. Okay. In LA, my main man Spider Lope um is riding high from his Beautiful World release after he drops the the mix after he drops on the video music opportunity and gets an award. Then he produces his own Beautiful World album. And every month he's dropping a mixtape every month. And he created the very first hip hop social media networking site called SPIinthestreets.com. 50 Cent sees the traction that Spider Lope is getting, and then he drops this is 50.com. Identical to SPI's joint. Don't give no credit to SPI. These are just receipts. These are just receipts. How an independent artist is out working an individual that was handpicked, and his independent artist is putting up numbers. And every time you put up numbers, 50 Cent trying and usurp the shine that Spider was getting. 50 Cent got Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine came and handpicked 50 Cent to try and make him the new replacement to Tupac when Tupac died. 50 Cent has been given the platform that he was given because of the void that was created when Tupac died. That's a decent question. So the challenge, the only person that could answer a business vertical challenge is somebody who actually created the entities. And because Jimmy Iovine ain't created the entities, and Jimmy Iovine is giving 50 Cent a plug off of a void that Tupac actually created. Jimmy Iovine cannot replicate what Tupac did because Tupac actually went to the streets and built in the streets what Jimmy Iovine and 50 Cent can never build. And your challenge, Dame Dev, and what you're doing with America New, and what you're doing over at Winter Haven, is you're doing from the streets what we've always done. 50 Cent didn't do that. So he can't respond to the challenge. So I'm gonna respond to the challenge. You challenged. You said let take an artist that you worked with from the very beginning, and let's do an album. I happen to be an alumnus of a fine arts school called Pine Forge Academy. And at Pine Forge Academy, we do fine arts in music and acting. And I also am an alumnus of a university called Oakwood University. And right now we rank the choir of the world. My children, my son just graduated from Oakwood University. My mom, this is the 49th year anniversary where my mom took us down there and joined that choir of the world. 49th year anniversary of the Way Back When Chorale, the hip hop Way Back When Chorale is what we celebrating in March. My sister, Terry, has the very first and only recording with the Aeolians with the director, Miss Alma Black. My sister was like 6 years old at the time. My mom was a music major for the director of this choir of the world called the Oakwood Aeolians, the director, Alma Blackman and Miss Eurydice Osterman, and my mother, her name is Beverly Webb Leggett. My mother was such a pioneer in the choir of the world, two of them, the Way Back When Chorale and the Oakwood Aeolians, that her daughter, my sister, got the very first record. There is no other recording by Alma Blackman and the Aeolians. There are none. Choir of the World, the only recording, my sister, a little prodigy, just like my mother. And so now in the 49th anniversary of that. In 1995, when I went there to the same school, I dropped an album in 95, a hip hop album, Alien Nation, Rage and War, to commemorate my sister's work that she recorded and my mom's work that they recorded. When I came back and I was there, this is the 30th year anniversary of that album that I recorded because I wasn't on the first project. So now we're going to take my main man, Spider Low, 50 Cent's original artist, just like you taking Freeway. And I'm taking my crew, Alien Nation, Rage and War, on our 30th anniversary. And I'm taking my sister, Terry Leggett, and my mom's 49th anniversary of the Way Back When Chorale and the Oakwood Aeolians Choir of the World. And we're doing a hip hop symphony orchestra. We're doing hip hop symphony orchestra recordings, music festivals, live, full orchestra behind Spider Loaf, full orchestra behind Alien Nation, full orchestra behind my sister's relaunch of the Way Back When Chorale and the relaunch of my mother's Oakwood Aeolians Hip Hop Symphony Orchestra. And over the next 16 weeks, right here in Central Florida, Dame Dash, we also going to give a Golden Scepter Awards to other individuals like you who were the pioneers with your queen, AAliyah. Unlike Puff and Jay-Z and Snoop and all of these dudes that got exposed in the freak off last year in 2024. An industry full of individuals who get exposed in a freak off. That's rap. We doing in your challenge, we gonna do and separate hip hop, symphony, orchestra from those rap freak offs. We're drawing a dividing line. That Super Bowl, that Jay-Z, that Puff Daddy, that 50 Cent, that all of that is rap, MTV rap freak offs. That's Russell Simmons, that's Def Jam, that's Lawyer Cohen, that's Rick Rubin, that's Jimmy Iovine, that's 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 freak offs. MTV, that's rap. Rap versus hip hop CEO business verticals. Then you said, I'm gonna challenge you in fashion. We created a Hollywood Studios for the kids right here in Orlando, Florida. Our kids make our own video games. Our kids make everything. Our kids are the number one programmers. We have an innovation school right here in Florida, right here in Orlando. My 13-year-old son has his own innovation school where they program virtual reality, motion capture pictures, 3D printing, augmented reality. You name it, we program it and design it. And then we create the products to bring to the market that these kids own themselves. And all of the music on the video games is hip hop symphony, and they own the record labels. They own the film studios. We're going to do 360 films this year. 360 different films. Hollywood Studios. The kids are the producers. The kids are the filmmakers. All right. So the fashion connected to the films, they own it too. We have our own pro recreational leagues. And every player in the pro recreational league also is a star in their own video game. They play on the basketball court. They put on a motion capture uniform. And while they playing in the game and while we filming it, they're creating the same simulation of the video game. So if you anywhere in Central Florida and you want to be a part of Dame Dash's business vertical challenge that I'm accepting, everything that Dame Dash challenged 50 Cent to do, we doing. Hollywood Studios right here in Orange County. Orange County has the illest hoods in all of Central Florida. And we transforming babies in those hoods and making them movie producers, filmmakers, actors, musicians, game producers, game designers. So for 16 weeks starting this week, today, Wednesday, April the 9th, going all the way through September the 25th, 16 weeks. Every week we having a different group of people come down Y'all can get on planes, y'all can whatever. If you right here in Central Florida, sign up. If you in South Florida, sign up. If you in Alabama, Georgia, come on down. We're doing 64 different headquarters, 64 different kings and queens of hip hop, Nas and Beyonce, Dame Dash and AAliyah, Styles P and his wife, Jada Kiss and his wife, Janet Jackson and Tupac. We acknowledging Janet Jackson and Tupac for a collaboration in poetic justice. We pairing together the kings and queens, that promoted the supernatural image of a husband and bride, that the freak offs in rap made a mockery of. And we're going to show you how my wife and I can accept this challenge, because we invested in hip hop and these symphony orchestras based off of what my mom and Bob Marley invested in. My mom started in 1966, started this journey in 1966 when Bob Marley was recording in Wilmington, Delaware. My mom entered into these institutions and began producing simultaneously, side by side, with Bob Marley from 66 to 76. In the United States, Bob Marley created his greatest body of work simultaneously, while my mom, 1976, she came here to these institutions. So Bob Marley and my mother are what we call doo-wop hip hop. And then in 1980 to 1996, we introduced the just hip hop era. My mom and Bob Marley gave y'all doo-wop hip hop, and Lauryn Hill gave a tribute to Bob Marley and my mom with her debut album, doo-wop hip hop. And then Nas and Beyonce and us and Janet and Michael from 1980 to 1996 is hip hop. All of that, everything else, the Jay-Z, the 50 Cent, all of that garbage, that's rap. So to Beanie Siegel, the same 5 to 10 year business plan that I give to the shorties to produce in our studios, I'm going to extend to you, to prove to you that Jay-Z undercut all of y'all when he got the same deal that 50 Cent got from Jimmy Iovine. Jay-Z just got it from Lawyer Cohen and Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons, and cut all of y'all out of the bread. So we're going to show you what dominion is when we accept this challenge. And we saying to all the babies and all of the moms and fathers and all of the people that got caught up in this fake rap trap, come get your life transformed in this business challenge. We're giving you makeovers. Accepting this challenge, we're going to give you a makeover. And we're going to give you a career in hip hop. But you got to follow the model that Styles P and his wife did. You got to follow the model that Jada and his wife did, that DMX tried to do with his wife. It's a dividing line, hip hop versus rap freak offs. We accept your challenge, Dame Dash. This is Hollywood Studios. This is April the 9th, 2025. You got 1 week. You got 1 week to register, 1 week to accept this challenge, 1 week to audition, 1 week to try out, 1 week to stake your claim for one of these paid spots on these teams. 1 week, you got 1 week. Dame Dash and my main man Snoop from Winter Haven. You and your team gonna rep Winter Haven. I done broke Florida down into 64 different teams. Of course, I'm taking Haines City. I'm taking Orange County too. I got 2 sets of kids. My older sets of kids played in Orange County. My younger sets of kids played in Haines City or Polk County. Dame Dash got Winter Haven. That's in Polk County too. We put Jadakiss and we put all of these other names that we named, Nas, Lauren Hill, Faith Evans. Faith Evans from Lakeland. Faith Evans from Lakeland, Florida. That's Polk County too. So we breaking all of this week, Florida up in 64 different teams. And every week leading up to June the 1st is when we're going to begin the tournaments once they get out of school. But every week leading up to June 1st, we got tryouts, cheerleaders, dance tryouts, acting auditions, pro, recreation, combine, competitions to take one of these paid careers. And then we taking virtual reality. And we taking fitness, a fitness challenge. Let's get in the beginning fit. It's taking Beyonce's 22-day diet that she did leading up to homecoming. And we're going to challenge all of y'all to do a 22-day raw, 90-day let's get in the beginning fit challenge. The same one she did to get her body back. 22 days of raw vegan diet and 90 days of fitness wellness challenge. This is Rihanna. We got this is a Hollywood. This is the Hollywood Studio. Hollywood Stars fashion brand. This is the Hollywood Studios, Hollywood Stars fashion brand, and my wife and my daughters are launching this week. This is a hip hop fashion week, annual hip hop wedding feast fashion week. All right, my girl, that thing moved. Track star from Trenton, New Jersey, and all of my queens from South Sudan, Queen of the South. A thing moved. Let's get from Trenton, New Jersey, track star, marathon, 400-meter track star, gold medalist. A thing moved. Trenton, New Jersey, my daughter Destiny and my daughter Deja are the faces of this Let's Get In, and my wife and my son Xavier, my son Damon Jr. They the faces. Each one of my kids got a 90-day. This first quarter is my son Damon Jr.'s 90 day. Then we go into my daughter Deja's 90-day fashion week, fashion challenge. Then we go into my son Xavier's 90-day. Then we go into my daughter Destiny's 90-day. All right, let's get in the beginning fit. 90-day fashion. We could transform and transfigure and go from the MTV freak offs to the Dame Dash and AAliyah and Dame Dash and Kanisha in the beginning fit marriages, albums, fashion statement. Dame Dash got a whole list in this challenge that he challenged, and I'm gonna show y'all that our Hollywood studios, we already Dame Dash in 2009 here in Orlando, Florida, fulfilled every one of the challenges that you done set out for 50 Cent. And now we're gonna relaunch it and give it to the world and give it back to you. And the Bitcoin challenge, we got a CRVO, we are our own coin. In 2024, we launched our own Tree of Life USA banks and Onyx Wall Street banks, our own coins, CRVR coins, backed in gold and silver, cash gold, cash silver coins. So that little money that you're trying to get, you come with American New and you get one of these franchises and you record your hip hop symphony orchestra. We're gonna give you 4 times more of what you was asking or what they asking for in a whole portfolio of Rockefeller. We're gonna just get that to you. And I'll have a look. Come get it. I want all of y'all to come get it. This Dame Dash challenge.